Well, hello and welcome and welcome and hello and hello and welcome, guys. This episode surprised even the most diehard Un Poco Mas fans, followers, staff. This episode surprised even me. I had no idea this was going to happen. I had a meeting scheduled for this very time slot. Believe it or not, I was going to do a very, very important Zoom. Yeah, right. But anyway, got canceled, so I thought I'd jump on with you turds. Apologies to Not a Lurker. Just literally last second typed up a little bit of drivel and thought I'd jump on with you. Not a Lurker's here, thank God. I knew I could count on the guy. This guy's like telepathic. He's like, Danny's out there. He's chunky. He has no ideas. His jokes are falling flat. He needs me. But I'm shaving my head, honey. Anyway, guys, don't smash that like button, Jarrett Mattson. You guys know my alter ego, Dita. You guys know Danny Vegas. You know Danny Dimes. You know Stock Karen. I was going to purchase some SoFi shares. He's like, it's like, you know, like European guys come over to like Los Angeles and they just don't really understand things. I went to my broker and I was going to purchase some SoFi shares, but they would not take euros, and then I offered to pay in bitcoins, but they would also not take bitcoins. So I went to Disco. Like, anyway, I know the bit needs work. The bit needs a lot of work. But anyway, we're gonna incorporate some characters, some possibly some gay Europeans, but it's all in good fun. Anyway, guys, enough of my idiocy. Let's talk SoFi. The ticker symbol, of course, is SOFI. And by the way, guys, it's SoFi Technologies Incorporated. It's Un Poco Mas. Thank you, turds, for tuning in. What do you know, guys? There's no volume, and the stock is trading piddly bullshit sideways turd land once again. Guys, all I can say is, and this is my honest opinion, be like, oh, you're just trying to get us to buy. I don't give a what any of you broke losers do. I'm just talking about a stock I really like. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can go, watch Stock Mo for all I care. He taught at the high school level. Not necessarily high school, but at that level. He wants you to know that's the gravitas you're dealing with. You're dealing with non-branded black ball caps when you're dealing with the intellectual level of a Stock Mo or a Jeremy, the guy who's right. Like, no, not right. Wrong. Say right after everything to make it sound better. You're still 180 degrees wrong. Canadians say right after every sentence. Try to lend yourself credibility. Wrong. I was wrong about that, right? Yeah, right. Wrong. I was like, what? And he was like, huh. But anyway, guys, so the stock's down 3 cents on the day. It's got this FU pattern. Algo just hanging on tight. There's absolutely no volume. And what do you know? These short wang turds are shorting SoFi. I'm back up over 17%, back up over 200 million shares on loan. Yesterday they were borrowing, they returned a few shares and borrowed 6 million after hours, and there was no action. There was only like 25 million shares traded. Today they're borrowing another, oh God, I forgot to get any water. Oh, that's not good. I might have to run over there. Today was only, no volume again. There's like 15 million shares traded and 2 million net borrowed change. So they're definitely shorting the stock again, but don't even pay any attention to that. Don't worry about it. There's all these calls out there. I just don't buy short dated calls. Everybody wants a stock. Yes, I thought the stock would move up this week. I still think it possibly could move up at least to 7. I mean, look at what's happening with institutional ownership, guys. I mean, first you could see the short volume. I showed you the short interest, but institutional ownership has just shot up to 491 million shares. This was just at like 430 million. And then you remember, I think it was Abu Dhabi. They dumped 20 million shares all at once on the open market. But what do you see? Institutional ownership well into an all-time high of 492 million shares, or I think that's about 47% roughly institutional ownership because of getting all the constant dilution. And what do you notice? This is the big one right here that everybody's talking about, stock out, the great Kyle and others, Norges Bank, they've been a SoFi bull. They've been a SoFi investor going back years and years. They might even been pre-IPO. I'm not sure about that. But if you take a look at their history of filings with SoFi, so way back in 2023, well, not way back, a year ago, they had just under 1 million shares. And then, this is 2022 effective date. Those are the filing dates. So going into 2022, they had, over 10 million shares, and early 2023 trimmed to 8, mid 2023 trimmed to 6, showed 0, back to 7. I think they had 7 this whole time. Then they sold out of their position. This filing shows negative 7 million shares. This is for Q1 2024. And then last quarter, they went ahead and bought back in 14 million shares. So this is a conservative investing bank. This is not, I don't know why they sold their shares at that particular time. Maybe it was to take tax loss. I don't know. But the point is, this is a huge whale. This is what we need. This stabilizes the stock. The institutional ownership is about to go over 500 million shares. And don't forget, with the dilution, guys, a lot of these shares are like unexercised shares that are sitting with employees and management of SoFi. So it's not like these shares are being like dumped on the open market. It's just a number on a piece of paper that, you don't have to pay these turds in cash. So this is far more important, this price action. I've said it just until I'm blue in the face. How do they control the price in the stock? They do it with borrowing and shorting, and they do it with volume. If you take all the volume out of the stock and all the institutions all at once agree, hey, we're just not going to add shares during these hours, during market hours, it's impossible to push the stock up. I mean, retarders, we're all, I guess, completely full of shit. I bought a lot of shares, last week. I'm not buying this week. I just, I'm way, way, way overloaded on SoFi. Purchased about 17,000 shares or something really, really stupid, averaging up. But that's just how much I believe in the stock. I mean, management's telling me 4 cents next quarter. I believe it's going to be 5 cents. All that tells me is they have to know what's coming in tech. Because, we haven't even seen the rate cut yet. And that rate cut in September, Q3 is going to be just about over. Q3 is over in September. So you're not going to see those originations. You're not going to see all that stuff ramp up super heavily in Q3. So why are they predicting 4 cents? And why did Wedbush and why did Goldman Sachs? Did you see Goldman Sachs estimates just for 2024? They just raised to like 2.52 billion for 2024. 11 cents or 12 cents for 2024. I mean, Goldman Sachs doesn't know anything, right? These guys don't make any money. I mean, I'm making fun of their CEO for going and DJing raves. I mean, but that's because he's a competitor with DJ Patchy Drizzle. I mean, that's my direct competition. Old, bald, gray-haired, douchey CEO DJs. That's the market I'm going for. I come in with a whimper. I don't want you to raise your hands like you just don't care. I want you to be cautious. There might be a ceiling fan up there. Don't toss that baby. Don't toss that baby. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. I see Lorraine. I see a familiar, friendly face. My new BFF, Lorraine. Hello, Lorraine. Hello and welcome. I see, of course, the great moderator, Alberto Berti Avila. I'd like to thank him for wielding the wrench with such fairness and latent hostility as he is wont to do. Of course, want to thank the great J Money Not a Lurker. He's saying, lay down, Sally. No need to leave so soon. He's been trying all night long just to talk to you, but you didn't show any interest, and now you're taking Uber home alone, and you're probably going to do a dry jerk with your tears. Sally just wasn't buying what you were selling, but there's always another night. There's always more hams. There's always more lukewarm hams. Our fridge is broken. Still want a hams? It's not cold. I guess. Full price. Yeah, I figured. Anyway, Richard Vaughn is here. The great Richard Vaughn Gittin Jr., drifting champion, greatest drifter of all time. Richard Vaughn Gittin Jr. Bobby Joe's here. What's up, Bobby Joe? How you doing? Grit and Grunts here. Shadow Kissed is here in the dark. He kissed in the dark like a shadow in the night. Welcome and hello and welcome. We are going to need a bigger boat. What's going on, Alex? How you doing? What's going on, Benji? Nala is fast. I just hit the button and he was here. Like me and Not a Lurker are mind melts. I have the hair. He has the head. I have the jokes. He has the data. You know, it's like we should have been born Siamese twins. You know, he'd have the hair. It could have been something. No, you know, of course, Not a Lurker is a celebrity all through the U-turd, fin-turd landscape. Probably great, you know, only second to the great Tanner. He's definitely, his status is far above me as one of the lowliest U-turders on the entire totem pole. I don't add any. I tell you not to sub, and you listen to me. Nobody subs. This channel sucks. Anyway, guys, hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. Fuck me. Blah, blah, blah. So I don't know, you know, how can I explain the price action? It's just basically, it's just basically nothing. They've just pulled all the life out of the stock. It's this FUD, DUD, dead stock narrative that's just 180 degrees from the truth. If you look at the truth and you start to look at some of these other companies like an Upstart who did give good guidance for next quarter, I mean, vis-a-vis the dog shit performance they've been turning in the last few years, I mean, the valuation is up to like 3.5 billion and their sales are, you know, I don't know, a quarter of SoFi, if that. They burn money. It's ridiculous. I mean, if I had any balls, I would short the stock. What does it mean if one of your testicles is different size than the other? Does that make you intelligent? I'm not sure how that works. I'm going to consult my pediatrician. Anyway, guys, hello and welcome. Welcome and hello, Tobias. The shorts are fucked, but when, Tobias? That's the thing. That's why I said in my title, timing is everything. It's when do they flip it? And it's going to be all at once. I'm telling you. You can see these guys lining up after hours. It's like, you know, it's like one of those Western movies where everybody knows the deal. Everybody knows somebody's going to draw their gun and shoot. You have like Clint Eastwood over here. You got that little Mexican guy who's, you know, his buddy is like, oh, what are you doing? And then you've got, you know, these other guys, these fucking like rancher guys who, you know, are going to be fucking dead because they're just not even gunfighters. They have no idea what they're getting into. And you got like these three brothers who are really rough and they're fucking gone, dude. It's Clint Eastwood. But everybody knows it. It's the classic Mexican standoff. They're all looking at each other. They're all itching. You know, their trigger fingers are itching. Finally, one of them goes. Clint Eastwood kills everybody. You know, he's smoking a really short cigar. You wonder how the cigar never fucking burns down. It's so short. He's like, I don't know. And then, you know, he's deciding whether to kill his little Mexican buddy or give him some of the money or leave him in a gravestone or whatever. And ends up making some like 500-yard shot with a lever action rifle. Is just completely impossible. Oh, you know, a few dollars more, all those movies. Great movies. Love the spaghetti westerns. Love me some Sergio Leone. All that stuff. Big Clint Eastwood fan, especially, you know, back in the day. A lot of great older films too. Love Gran Torino. Man, even that movie where he's like a bank robber with Rene Russo, and then I think he did another one with Rene Russo in The Line of Fire. But Clint Eastwood's just been in so many good movies. I mean, I don't think he gets the credit as like a great, like a Tom Hanks, like America's Sweetheart Tom Hanks. But I'm just a huge Clint Eastwood fan. That was, you know, he kind of carried the torch for like John Wayne. It's just really, I think some of his films are like kind of, you know, very Americana, very much a part of the fiber of this country. So I don't know why I'm talking about Clint Eastwood. I don't know why I talk about anything I talk about, but you know, go figure. You turds can watch or not watch or whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't really care. So who wants to talk about SoFi? What's going on? Of course, that's what I'm thinking. Maximum Pain. I don't know what's going on. The site's funky lately. Maximum Pain. Not showing anything for SoFi. I don't know why, but it's 7. It's been 7. They're showing no stories, no news whatsoever beyond that 10Q. There's no rig, guys. I'm on Tim Switzer watch from KBW. He has not reiterated since August 8, since 8/8. Somebody check on him. Somebody do a wellness check on Tim from KBW. He hasn't reiterated in almost a week. His turd, like fake bearish bullshit call. $7. Because that's the narrative. It's worth 7. These guys come out. Kyle Peterson re-rated. $10 buy. DBS $11 buy. Citibank buy. Touchdown, Danny Dolev, buy. Can we get Andrew Jeffrey out with a goddamn re-rate? The guy hasn't been out here since, you know, March. I know he's very bullish on SoFi, but, you know, we could use you, buddy. We could use a nice rating. What about Jeffries? What about Andrew Jeffrey, William Blair. Did he move? I thought he was somebody else. Anyway, I always get these guys confused because Jeffries, Andrew Jeffrey, John Hecht. But anyway, guys, John Hecht, he already reiterated his buy rating. But let's get a price target out. Let's get real. Mahir, let's get that up to a buy. What about this turd who's, from Deutsche Nemes? I'm with Deutsche Nemes. This guy, I don't know how you're at $11. What is he at $11 in a hold with, 67% upside? Why would you not buy something that has 67% upside in your mind? It doesn't make any sense. You got the fucking forehead and the chia pet. I'm not even worth spitting on. Who cares? $4. Yeah, it's worth $4. Look at the fucking growth. Goldman Sachs is saying they're going to grow this year, top line, 25%. EPS is, they're saying it's going to go to 12 cents. What does that mean? Okay, we got one. That means you need 10 cents the rest of the year. So 5 and 5, 4 and 6. Add it up. Add that shit up. 9, 5 plus 4 pennies. Back up in that ass like the resurrection. Anyway, guys, I don't know. I'm mixing my metaphors, my albums, my genres. I'm culturally appropriating some 90s rap from Compton. I'm very sorry. I want to apologize to my one black friend who also hates me, can't stand me. I owe him money. Good guy though. Good guy. Anyway, love you, brother. Hey guys. No, I actually have more than one black friend, believe it or not. And most of my friends don't like me and never call me and don't return my texts. I have a little bit of an abrasive personality. You know what I mean? Doesn't really matter what race you are. A lot of people just can only take me in small doses. So way it is. Hey, listen, you turds. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. What screen do you shitheads want to look at while I go? I don't know. Hopefully you all leave. I can't stand any of you idiots. So yeah, Salgo's just trading this thing sideways. It's still, what is this? Do I have to refresh this crap? It's still 17.6. So it traded 5 million shares in the first hour, and it's 12 million the rest of the day. I mean, again, you can't go up on this garbage, but really the news today on the CPI that we're almost surely going to get this rate cut is about as bullish as it gets for SoFi because, SoFi is a huge rate cut play. Demand is absolutely going to explode. And if you actually kind of analyze the, accidentally somewhat correct, stupid logic of the 5-headed Giuliano Bologna sandwich. This whole thing with fair value accounting, sort of front loading, positivity onto originations. Basically, you're recognizing, more gains up front, creating more risk on the back. Well, what's going to happen when originations explode and you're using fair value accounting? What's going to happen to your books? Do the math, 5-head. Earnings are going to fucking explode in the near term, in the midterm. I don't even believe fair value accounting is a problem because I think they have these defaults under control. I think their credit people are really, really good. Look, SoFi does not have these branches, these costs. I don't know why people can't see that their cost structure is superior. Their whole business model is superior. I mean, look at companies like Affirm and Upstart, these sort of AI lenders. I was listening to Upstart CEO. I'm like, but what do you do? He's like, we're the preferred AI. We're in all these things. We're doing checkout. It's like, there's so many companies doing this. I think PayPal is going to put you out of business. I think Amazon and Apple cede this ground to these lame fin-turd companies because there's no margins there. And it's a risky, shitty business giving installment loans to broke-ass basic bitches without 2 dimes to rub together. Why are you paying for your fucking Walmart groceries in installments? That's who's going to default. The average SoFi personal loan is almost $25,000. You get sued if you don't pay that and you have money and you have good credit. Give me a fucking break. These guys aren't going to just stop paying en masse. These people with good jobs, good credit. We're not in the Great Depression here. Could be a medium landing. Not even a hard landing yet. Might be a medium landing. You might have to stow your tray table in the upright position. Hang up your fucking cell phone for 2 minutes. You goddamn useless fucking pear-shaped soccer mom, weak turd, no share buying, all talk, no action sack of shit. Oh, guys, I want to apologize to the children. They are the future. God help us, because they're absolute garbage. They don't even have any social skills. Can't even look at a kid. They panic and look back at their phone. Used to be they'd like hide behind their parents, but they can't even stand their parents anymore. So they just hide behind their phone. Oh, God, I hate society. I hate everybody. I hate all of you. I don't know what any of that has to do with the Sofi stock, guys, but this is cheaper than therapy. So anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. It is Un Poco Mas. Excuse me, am I able to pay my rent in euros? It's like, no, this is Van Nuys. Oh, so I'll just send you some Bitcoin in a locked wallet? It's like, no, could you just give me dollars? Are you saying Venmo? He's like, no, money, check. He's like, oh, I don't know why. I'm just, that Euro guy is like funny to me right now, because I'm dealing with I'm dealing with people that are trying to pay me in like forms of payment that I don't even know what they are. It's like, oh, you're not taking the Vermont stable coin Maples. I'm like, no, not right now. Just prefer good old $100 bills if you got them. See, there's the problem. This is where we find ourselves at an impasse, because I don't have what you say, hard currency. I'm like, yeah. Can you get out of my apartment? Oh, sure. I have to go back to Stockholm or Stad or wherever. Anyway, guys, you deal with these Euro tenants. You go just as insane as I am, because, they've got very fancy shoes, very tight pants. You're like, how can you not pay your rent? You have like fucking $600 shoes. Like, I don't get it. Well, I've spent all my money on shoes, so unfortunately for you, I'm unable to pay the rent this month. Perhaps I could do some light gardening in lieu of rent. Like, yeah, perhaps you can go fuck yourself. Sorry, guys. This is a situation I was dealing with like yesterday. So it's just been a complete... You guys ever notice how life is just a complete pain in the ass? Just a never-ending fucking hemorrhoid. I'm like, people are like, oh, you know what you should do? You should buy rental property. It's great. It's easy. Like, you just make money, just flip houses. It's fucking easy. All you do is you just buy it, like fix it up, a little paint for 6 weeks, you sell it, you make like a couple $100,000. Like, oh, really? Well, I'm fat and stupid, so I'll give it a try. Like, fucking 30 years later, you're just completely exhausted and just hate people, hate, your tenants, your associates, your coworkers, your colleagues, your audience. Anyway, guys, I don't really know what any of this has to do with SoFi. Really nothing. Because it's just another boring chart, guys. The algo is just on this thing for dear life. It's going to do the exact same thing it did the last couple days. It's going to trade like 18, 19 million shares in the last like 5 minutes. It'll trade another 5 or 6 million shares while they accumulate. I've been saying this for a while, guys, because I look at the chart and I can see accumulation. I know what it looks like versus, sort of more... the chart tends to spike. That's retail coming in really quickly. Like I said, shorts and longs, institutions, they always align their interests to make money from retail. Longs can cover down here or shorts can cover here very, very slowly. I think most of them are only covering from like the 720 area. So they're not making a huge amount of money, but the cost to borrow is zero. So it's basically free money. And then if you look at these charts, you'll see most of the candles are green on these dailies, but they're just, bringing the price down quite abruptly through high frequency rigged bids, basically, which is how they bring the stock down. If you look at other companies, other finturds, they'll have basically the same chart. But if you look carefully, it won't have nearly this sort of shark tooth pattern with these very sharp ups and downs. And that's the algorithmic accumulation. They're just buying and selling these shares to each other. Really has nothing to do with retail. We can't do anything about it. We don't have any firepower. We just have to wait till they drive this thing up. And that's why I thought Goldman is going to flip it. This Norges coming back in last quarter. They all know what's happening. That's the thing, guys. the shorts and the bears and the turds, that's why they just keep saying dead stock. They're like, it's a good company, they're executing. They're finally admitting the obvious, that management is fucking great. And the execution has been nothing short of stellar, exemplary, A+. But, you know, now it's like, okay, the price will never go up. It doesn't matter how much money they make. It doesn't matter if they're paying a massive dividend. You know, it doesn't matter if Anthony Noto, whatever, you know, throwing out cars like Oprah. It'll never go up because Wall Street doesn't want it to go up. Well, then why are institutions loading, you dumb fuck? Don't listen to people who don't own anything, don't know anything, are clearly illiterate about the topics they're discussing. SoFi is failing in multiple industries. Really? You have shit for brains. Like, I don't know, guys. Yeah, the price is down. I mean, nobody's going to tell you they want to buy a SPAC for 10 or more and then hold it for 3 or 4 years and have it be at 650. Nobody wants that. I mean, I'm not trying to paint an unrealistic picture. The price action has been dog shit. I mean, I'm not excited about it other than being able to buy lower and lower. I mean, when it actually went down into the 4s and low 5s, I was actually very, very happy because I bought a ton of shares, tens and tens of thousands of shares. I've been averaging up a lot, but that's just, I'm committed. If you want me to buy this thing at 7 or 614, I'm going to buy it. Give me the opportunity. I'll wait here for the next 2 years. Look at EPS, guys. If Goldman Sachs tells you, I mean, these are the guys who brought you the brilliant Marcus product. Anybody that devises a consumer banking product as brilliant and successful as Marcus, they deserve to be heard. But no, seriously, guys, Goldman is the ultimate market maker. They always make money. They're kingmakers. Noto was huge at Goldman. He was one of their absolute all-stars. They on-trade him into Twitter and NFL. You don't think the guy's still entwined with Goldman? You're stupid. Not stupid rich like Invest with Henry, who was also at Goldman Sachs. Just listen, he'll fucking tell you. It has nothing to do with these option strategies he's talking about. I was watching that guy's videos, fucking wearing his tiny t-shirts, his absurdly hard nipples. I was like, I'm out, dude. I'm fucking out, bro. Yeah, some of these fucking U-turners, guys, it's just too much. I mean, every day the sky is falling, the markets just do this before 8 a.m. Watch this, it's an emergency. The only emergency is you're an attention seeker with a tiny wang. That's the only emergency. Why are these U-turners always trying to get you to fucking panic? Oh my God! You know, either the sky is falling or it's not, but the sky is too big, so you can't get out of the way. So just stop panicking and start making prudent decisions with your brain instead of your tiny whatever you've been using. I have no idea what this thing was, guys. What's up, Payush? What's up, Ether Between Us? What's up, Benji? I'm gonna go to the bottom because I don't know. I don't want to read all this crap. Let's see. Alberto, of course, burning up the comments when they went from losses to making hundreds of millions. Yeah, I mean, Michael, you're absolutely right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Goldman is saying 12 cents this year, and then they're saying 35, and then they came up to 56, which puts them just inside management's guidance, 55 to 80. So Goldman is sending signs. I keep seeing them. I know it's like Pepe Sylvia, guys. It's like Charlie writing too many things on a way. I got piles of Pepe. And I said, Carol, I went up to Carol in HR and I said, Carol, there's nobody in these offices. And that's like, Charlie, not only are there people in all those offices, but they're all asking where their mail is. I got boxes of Pepe. So have a cigarette. Calm down. Anyway, guys, if you can't tell, I'm a huge It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan, especially the early episodes. Hello and welcome and hello, Shadow Kiss. Good to see you. Lorraine is here thinking with her proper head, the one with the brain. And of course, women don't have penises. We all know that, guys. Basic biology. Let's see. So women only have one head, so that's why they're, I think, a lot more rational than men. Men are always having that sort of conflict between their, their big brain and their baby brain. So I don't want to make this a stupid sexual show. I'm not Tom Likas. Like, really? 3 dates and you're out. I look like a deformed Teletubby, but I'm very, very selective. Anyway, no, Tom Likas is kind of funny. I saw the guy like retired after like 60 years in radio, but he had this ridiculous show in Los Angeles where he's like giving people dating advice, and he's like, it's just so stupid, but kind of funny and entertaining. Sometimes things that are like super inappropriate and stupid are actually entertaining, but that's only if you're sort of lowbrow idiot, such as myself. But anyway, I digress, as I often do. They do in the Olympics, 110 people watching. Oh my God. Why are people watching this crap? The Jimmer's here. We've already been fired. Heads green in the last hour, 2 days. That's a chart change. The great Matt Flo in the house. He's got a great flow. He's actually one of the best white rappers in the history. I'm gonna do it. One of you turds. I guess you caught my act in Vegas, maybe many, many years ago. But you're saying I'm not the fastest rapper in the world, which I completely disagree with. And you gave me a couple of songs where you're like, this is fast. Like, that ain't fast, Playboy. And I'll do it live, like Bill O'Reilly. Fuck it, I'll write it and we'll do it live. We'll do it live. He's like, can't even do it on tape yet. Frankenstein looking sack of shit. By the way, like, this isn't meant as a liberal conservative thing, but how does everyone who Fox News has built that just some kind of like serial sexually abuser? Like, watching that Fox movie, like from Ailes to just everyone there, like the upper management is just, God, just some skeevy, horrible, horrible people. Anyway, I guess that really doesn't have anything to do with anything. But clap my dogs here. Shadow Kiss here. Alberto, of course. Thanks, Alberto. Who else is here? Lorraine. We talked to Lorraine. Rifleman, Payush, Benji. Clap my dog is here. Chris is here. Sold my rentals to buy Sofi. I don't know if I do that. I am so bougie. I'm bougie, but I'm basic at the same time, Bobby Joe. Like I said, I'll go with a toilet auger, and I'll clear your disgusting poop-filled toilet in my Gucci loafers in the middle of the night, wearing Armani glasses and driving a piece of shit Honda. It's like I'm a dichotomy wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in a Twinkie. Charted Travel is here reporting for duty. Great to see you, Charted Travel. The H guy, being a landlord just sucks. I completely agree with you, Chris. It is fool's gold. Never ever buy rentals. It's fucking stupid. And if you do, buy commercial. You don't have to deal with all these fucking nighttime bullshit people. You're dealing with business people that have some modicum of common sense and proportionality. Like, somebody farting in the next apartment is not a fucking emergency in the middle of the night. Like, I'm sorry, man, I don't know what to do, but he farted. So your neighbor farted, and you're waking me up as an emergency. I was so loud, man, it scared me. Can I come stay at your place? I'm like, no. Let's see, guys. I'm not your parents. I'm not your mom. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bail out of this live stream because it's just a complete fucking train wreck. Yeah, dude, I keep trying to do the SoFi musical. It's a rock opera. It's going to be an epic thing, but they've got a beat. I want a real beat. Guys, I'm throwing it out there right now. If we hit 5 cents EPS next quarter, I do the rock opera and I do it live. And it's going to be fucking embarrassing. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be a complete bag of crap. Anyway, let's see. Hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. If someone special's watching. Princess J, absolute best. Absolute best. I'd say my better half, but it's just the best half. Anyway, welcome and hello, guys. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome and welcome and hello. The Pennsylvania polka. Trying to see if anybody has anything even remotely intelligent to say. Kimball Musk is here. Why wasn't I born Kimball Musk? Could be an eccentric chef and restaurateur and just get billions and billions of dollars worth of stock. Just for nothing more than being a complete long-haired douchebag. Danny's gonna sing Yoko. What does Yoko sing? Imagine there's no Yoko. It's easy if you try. The Beatles still together. John Lennon didn't have to die. Imagine I'm not chunky. I could play tennis so much better. Anyway, guys, that song is clearly not going to be a hit. So yeah, the Nickelback, Nickel Rock Opera. Yeah, if we get 5 cents, guys, I will do the fucking rock opera live, 100%. I will not back out. It's right here. It's written out. It's like 10 pages. I don't know. It's a bunch of songs. Like you guys probably don't even know because you're too young or too highbrow. Anyway, guys, 663. It's just creeping up. It's doing exactly what it was going to do. But here's the thing. The news today leading into rate cuts is as bullish as it gets for SoFi. The setup, one of these schmucks in my comments was talking about a descending wedge. Look at this setup, guys. Look at this blue line. It's finding support here, 640. Found support exactly here at 640 last November. That was the low. It tried to break down through those yearly lows, and it did here, especially overnight, but absolutely nothing to worry about. Gathered itself admirably and is just moving back up. It's about to regain the 50-day moving average. Never really fell out of this upper channel except for like 2 days where it recovered. Even intraday here was back in the channel. So I don't believe we're back in this channel. I believe we're still in this purple channel, and we're going to come off this blue line and this purple line. It's creating a nice little wedge. And I think, the stock has to move up. It just has to. Fundamentals have to matter. If fundamentals don't matter, I'm going to stop investing in the stock market. And, I keep getting this question, why don't you cover Microsoft? You say you own Microsoft. There's fucking like 80 analysts covering Microsoft that are honest. They're professional, not like these fucking clown B-team douchebags they throw at us from Morgan Stanley and KBW and Compass Point and especially Wedbush. I mean, granted, the Chia Pet is the greatest evil gaslighting troll genius in the history of the world, but these guys know exactly what they're doing, and they're paid measly salaries to get out and spew their FUD and bullshit. So that's what they do. Anyway, guys, take advantage. Don't take advantage. Buy, sell, short. Remember, you're already short south of the equator, if you know what I mean. Guys, thanks a lot for watching the show. I don't care what you do, but you can't stay here. Get the fudge out.